This is Algebra 2, Lesson 60, starting on page 257, and we're going to be talking about direct and inverse variations. So when the statement of a problem says that A varies directly as B, or that A is directly proportional to B, then the equation A equals K times B is implied. We call this the implied equation. If A varies inversely as B, or A is inversely proportional to B, then we write A equals K over B. We call K the constant of proportionality. And note that K is always in the numerator. The key to working variation problems is recognizing the equation implied by the statement. Okay, so here's a sample statement. The number of boys varied directly as the number of girls. So if that's the statement, then the implied question, or the implied equation is boys equals K times girls. The price varied inversely as the quantity. So the price equals K over quantity. The resistance is directly proportional to the length. So resistance equals K times length. The revolutions per minute is inversely proportional to the number of teeth. So RPM equals K over teeth. The water burned varied directly as the amount of hydrogen burned. Hopefully nobody was standing too close. So water burned equals K times hydrogen burned. Okay, solving direct and inverse variations are four-step problems. The first step is to find the implied equations. So if they're directly proportional, then it's A equals KB. If it's inversely, then we do A equals K over B. Okay? The next thing we do is find K. If it's not given in your problem, then you find it from sample values of A. Then you replace the K in the equation with a proper number, and then you substitute and solve. So let's do an example. The number of boys in every classroom of a school varies directly as the number of girls. In one room there are 8 boys and 2 girls. If there are 5 girls in another room, how many boys are in this room? So first, we find the implied equation. In this case, the number of boys varies directly. So our problem is going to be in the form of A equals KB. And in this case, it's going to be boys and girls. So we'll do B equals KG for boys and girls. Okay, number 2, we're going to find the K. So in this room, there are 8 boys and 2 girls. So we can substitute these numbers into the problem, and we have 8 boys equals K times 2 girls. And then we find the K by getting it by itself. So K equals 8 divided by 2, which equals 4. So K equals 4. If there are 5 girls in another room, how many boys are in this room? So the next thing we're going to do is set the problem back up and substitute. So the problem is going to be boys equal 4 times girls. And then we're going to substitute. We don't know how many boys there are, but we know there are 4 girls. So boys equal 4 times 5, which equals 20. So we have 20 boys. let's try another one. The number of RPM varies inversely as the numbers of teeth in the gear. If 40 teeth result in 100 RPM, what would the RPM be with 30 teeth? So first of all, it varies inversely. So we're going to do an A equals K over B problem. In this case, it's going to be RPM equals K over teeth. We're going to find the K, and these are our starting values. So number 2, we have an RPM of 100 over equals K over the number of teeth is 40, and then we solve for K. We're going to multiply both sides times 40, and K is going to equal 4,000. Next, we're going to set the problem back up. So we have RPM equals 4,000 over T. And then we substitute. So we know that we have 30 teeth. So this will be RPM equals 4,000 over 30. And in this case, that equals 133 1/3 revolutions per minute. Okay? Here's one more. The number of clowns was directly proportional to the number of performers. If there were 40 clowns when there are 20,000 performers, how many clowns would there be if there were 12,000 performers? So first of all, we're doing a directly proportional. So the form is A equals K times B. In this case, it's going to be clowns equals K times performers. And now we're going to find the K. We know that when there were 40 clowns, there are 20,000 performers. So 40 clowns equals K times 20,000. I'm going to divide both sides by 20,000. And K equals 1 over 500. Okay. Now we're going to set the problem back up. We have clowns equals 1 over 500 P, and then we substitute. We're looking for how many clowns there are, and we're going to have 12,000 performers. So clowns equal 12,000 divided by 500, and that's going to be 24 clowns, which are probably still too many. So there you go, there's your answer. Let me know if you have any questions, and try your practice problems. Thank you.